Hey guys, so today what I'm going to look at is this has been requested by quite a few people, and I think someone mentioned it on my Patreon page. So I've decided to go on ahead and make a video on sort of SpaceWave. And one of the artists that I've looked at in particular is the Dynatron artist. I listened to a lot of their stuff recently, to try and pick out some elements and trying to recreate the sort of SpaceWave genre. And my interpretation of SpaceWave is very, very similar to the sort of chill out, chill wave style music. And the only difference is the atmospheric sounds need to be a bit dirtier and a bit grittier. We're not trying to put people to sleep here. So what I've done is I've made this track here, so I'll quickly play through the track for you, and then I'll go into a breakdown of the elements and a breakdown of what I've actually done what I've included in the track, and then hopefully you can get some inspiration from it. So quickly play through the track. Okay, so there's a quick playthrough of the track, so then I'll get into the elements, what I've added in and why I've added them in. So first of all, we'll just cover some of the real basic stuff. The effects down here is very simple. It's a reverse crash, some hit, and an impact. Very, very basic there. Also got a crash later on. This, what we've got on the impact hit, we've got a ping pong delay, a reverb, and then we took up the low end and added quite a lot of high end into it because it was quite low endy. Right, okay, so let's get into the track. So first, what we've got here. So obviously, when building SpaceWave, like I said, it's very, very similar to the Chillwave. So if you listen to the Chillwave tutorial, you can basically you'll be pretty clued up on making SpaceWave. So SpaceWave is very similar. A lot of atmospheric sounds in there. A lot of little background noises and stuff like that to sort of keep you tying over. And then what we've done with this track is we've dropped into the familiar sort of synthwave sounds that you recognise from sort of synthwave. So let's first of all go through this. So we've got this hybrid pad, and what I've done when I've looked for sounds and stuff, I've looked for moving sounds, stuff that keeps moving back and forward, not very stationary. Just cut the low end off this. So a very nice sort of opening pad there. And then we've got this Saga pad from Nexus. So all we have on this is an OTT and a cut off EQ cutting off the low end, and we have the kickstart to sidechain it. So someone asked me why I'm automating the kickstart. So the reason why is here I don't want the sidechain to be on. So I automate this, the amount of that kickstart's affecting it. So with it completely down, kickstart's not turned on, and then once it goes up here fully, kickstart's on. So you'll hear then the sidechain start to kick in. So that's why you see that automated in the track. So that's a very sort of basic sound here. We have this basic riff, and then once we kick into this part, we've added an extra layer in at the top. And then obviously once the chords change, we've gone ahead and changed with it as well. And we have this very, very basic PPK style riff. All this is silent with 4 voices and sine waves on either side, and a bit of delay and reverb. That's all it really is, if you want to create that yourself. And then we have going to these sort of effects. Like I said, you want plenty of dirty, sort of gritty sounds. Just cut the bass out with that as well. And then we have the bass pad. Which I always use the same one, is above the clouds too. Again, so we've got plenty of atmospheric sounds. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sounds in there, and each sound is moving. It's creating plenty of atmosphere in the track. And then we have this lead. Very, very basic. It's Juno Factory Bank A, and then strings 1 at the top. Then we've actually added a few things into this, so let's play through these one at a time. A very basic riff going here. Notes falling. We do change it towards the end, just to give it a bit of change. And what we've done with this is we first of all added an OTT in. that just makes it sound a bit of everything really, fatter, warmer, brighter, wider, and just fits in the mix nicely. Then we have this sort of ARP sound. Now what I've done with this, I've cut off this section here, because when it's filtering up, this really resonates and distorts. So I've just put that in there just to stop that from happening. Not a frequency we need in the track anyway. And then the bass line again is very simple bass line. With just an OTT on top of that. And then obviously the kick is again very basic kick. And then snare 2. So on the snare we have a few effects, EQ, reverb, and then a compressor just to top it off as well. So the way we built the structure of this is obviously we started with just a few sounds, and then we've added the sounds in gradually. There was no real surprises here in the sort of track. We're not trying to surprise or give the listener sort of goosebumps. We're just trying to get it moving along nicely. Like I said, very similar to the chill wave, but a bit more aggressive. And then finally we move on to the vocals sort of section. I'll quickly show you the bass change. So there's the bass change. The vocals. So what we've done with this, so what I wanted some sort of vocals in the background, and I decided to go with sort of an astronaut in the background. I want this just in the background so the listener can hear it, but what I've done is I've actually reversed it so the listener doesn't actually know what the people are saying, and that's exactly the sort of effect I wanted to go for. So if we reverse it round and we turn off the effects we've got on there, you'll probably recognise it. This is just an extract from the moon landing.
Sometimes it takes about 2 or 3 paces to make sure that you've got your feet underneath.
All I've done with that is just reversed it. Sounds a bit Russian now, to be fair. And I've added a delay, a chorus detune 50 preset. And then a stereoizer. And then a ping pong delay. So what I've done with the ping pong is presets, ping pong, and then just took the wet down. And kept it nice and low in the mix. So when you hear that in the mix, so you can hear it, but you can't make out what they're saying, and that's what we're trying to go for. So the listener may focus on that ever so slightly in the track. But that's really about it, guys. So the key elements when sort of making SpaceWave, obviously you need your 80s sounds, so the Tal is great for that, Spire's great for that as well, Silent, all sort of great sounds. You need plenty of atmospheric sounds, so plenty of moving pads, moving parts, playing very simple notes and chord progressions, very simple. You need grit, so I've gone for grit, which is the sort of FX Lifeforms I've gone for here, and then obviously the bass pad. And then obviously go into your synthwave, keep it very basic. We're not wanting to play, very complicated tom fields or anything like that. Just nice and basic, and then we keep the track moving along nicely, changing a few things at a time. Like I said, we don't want to put the listener out too much. But what I will do is I will actually stick this FLP in the description below, so you can feel free to download it and have a look at what I've done. Maybe change a few sounds for yourself just to change it up a little bit. But apart from that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.